Health news. Who doesn't love a big bowl of pasta? But health experts have said it can pack on the pounds. New study says, dig in. But of course, as you'd imagine, there is a catch.
Well, nutritionist Shari Bookfor is here, who I love you. So I'm so glad that I get to be honest with you and say, as much as I love pasta, I don't believe this for 1 second.
You know, I wanted to walk on here and tell you it was great and great for weight loss, but this study was actually analyzed over 20,000 Italians and their eating habits. So you have to look at how they usually eat pasta, which is in a smaller portion, along with fish, fruits and vegetables, healthy oils.
Right.
In America, what do? We supersize it. So
We drive to the Olive Garden, we wolf it down.
4 portions, which could be 800 calories alone before you start adding sauces. And what do we add? Cheese, heavy proteins and things like that. So I think you have to look at it from where the study was coming from and how the pasta was eaten.
Yes, it makes sense, though. The source of the study.
Right, 'cause we hear about we know the Mediterranean diet's a good thing, but we can't relate it to our
and if we
daily lives.
took those recommendations into consideration and we ordered appetizer-sized portions at a restaurant, or we had 1 cup of cooked pasta and mixed our own broccoli and vegetables and shrimp and chicken, lean proteins into it, then sure, it would be a great thing. But unfortunately, a lot of us
not
just
relevant to our lives.
It's not.
Right.
It's not.
So let's talk about some other stuff, whether or not it's healthy or not. Sushi.
So I'm a big sushi fan, but it's all a matter of how you order it.
Of course.
So if you look at the basics of sushi, it's what? Fish and rice, and some of the add-ins such as avocado, cucumber, vegetables. Once you start with adding the spicy rolls, the mayonnaise, the oils, crunchy. Anytime you're adding those, you're making it unhealthy and adding extra unwanted calories and fat. But you can order things such as a Naruto-style roll, which is with the cucumber wrapped around it, and a lot of places will even use less rice. If you tell them that you want rolls made with half the amount of rice in it, you'll get a smaller amount.
But it's interesting, as far as nutritionists, 75% say sushi is healthy. Only half of the public thinks it is, basically.
Right, so they did a study where they looked at what the nutritionist perception of food was and what Americans' perception was. So in this case, nutritionists had a higher perceived health benefit to the sushi, whereas Americans felt that
I'm
it wasn't.
surprised 100% of Americans didn't think it was healthy.
I was surprised too.
Yeah.
I was surprised too. But then if you look at some of the other ones, such as orange juice.
Yes, do that.
Which was, orange juice has a perceived health halo because of the vitamin C.
That is losing. I think it's losing, though,
I do
as we learn
too.
more.
I think everybody
I used to
knows
think that too, and now I
orange juice is
don't.
the most sugary substance.
We're learning, right?
Yeah.
So if you were to compare an orange, 1 orange at 60 calories and 3 grams of fiber, if you were to order some of those, what is not necessarily a single serve, but when you go to the deli and order a bottle of orange juice, that's over 200 calories. That's 3 to 4 oranges and no fiber in it.
And all sugar.
And all sugar. And in the time that it would take you to eat 3 or 4 oranges that it would take to drink the juice.
Right, so 78% of the public thinks orange is healthy, but only 60%.
Think
so.
not.
I think this one everybody knows is not healthy, frozen yogurt.
It is perceived to be healthy still by, I think people want to believe that it is because it's yogurt, but yes, once you start, especially the self-serve places where you can
I've noticed the tubs for those things are like massive. You know what I mean? Like even the small is huge.
Right.
Because they just know you're going to go like this until it goes up top.
That's right. So, but if you want to use it more as, I think of it as a topping. So fill up a cup of fruit and then count seconds. So 1, 2, 3. 3 ounces at the most, rather than 6, 8, 10 ounces.
Gotcha.
That's where it really adds up.
Shari, we all know that frozen yogurt is still full of sugar.
We do.
So much sugar,
and that's why you've got a portion.
Before you even start throwing the gummy bears.
Right, 2/3 of the public
stuff.
thinks that's healthy, only 1/3 nutritionists.
Portion control.
And then granola. This is another big one that, as I think we learn more about nutrition, we sort of change our perspective of it. 80% of the public thinks it's healthy, but less than half of nutritionists.
Well, it's always had, again, a perceived health benefit to it.
Right.
Here's 2 things. You have to look at the ingredients because they range brand to brand. And then the other biggie is portion size. So a portion size of granola is about 1/3 of a cup. I've seen people pour bowls of it and eat it like cereal. So 1/4 of a cup is around 140 calories, 6 grams of fat in a traditional granola. So if you're eating a bowl of it, which, let's just say a cupful, you're at almost 400 calories and 18 grams of fat. Even if it's from healthier ingredients, if you're trying to watch your weight, that's a lot. So use it as a topping, put it into Greek yogurt along with some fresh fruit or berries, and then that's a nice way to use it.
Right.
Yeah, agreed.
Portion control, that's the hard part, you know,
Always
with all this
is.
stuff. And it's always better to eat it than to drink it, pretty much, you know, like you mentioned with the orange juice.
Whole foods. That's
For
the way
sure.
to go.
And
All right,
this is frozen yogurt weather. Something icy and cool.